A retired Omaha police sergeant found herself on the other side of the law. It started last night when Douglas County deputies served an arrest warrant for this man, Kenneth Beams. Beams had 2 felony warrants for possession of a controlled substance. Authorities tell us Beams refused to come out of the Standing Bear West neighborhood home. Deputies say Christy Stevens owns the home where all of this went down, and there were 4 children inside. Stevens is charged with 1 count of strangulation of a juvenile and 4 counts of felony child abuse. Beams faces charges of possession of a controlled substance and 4 counts of felony child abuse as well. The children were taken to a safe place.